Welcome to the Jedi Ranger. I'm JohnBerry555, and today I'm continuing my series of MASH retro reviews for Season 4, Episode 19, Hawkeye. So this episode is a different episode because the only cast member of MASH that we get to see at all is Alda playing Hawkeye. No BJ, obviously no Trapper, no Frank, no Compadre, no Margaret, no Radar. The Radar is mentioned, it's just Hawkeye. And the episode is called, fittingly, Hawkeye. Premise of the episode, Hawkeye is returning from Battalion 8 station, and he swerves to avoid some Korean children playing the road, and his Jeep overturns, and he gets a concussion. So this episode is effectively Hawkeye monologuing to stay alert with his concussion, not wanting to fall asleep, while he's waiting for someone to come pick him up and bring him back to the 4077. And that's effectively what's going on. There's also, at the end, after he's picked up, he returns and he gives some presents to the Korean family. So, it's an interesting episode. I know there's a lot of people who don't know how they feel about it, who don't really like this episode. I do get where they're coming from, because it is a different episode. And it's literally just Hawkeye monologuing. We do learn a little bit about Hawkeye, about his past, but ultimately, there's nothing new really that we learn about Hawkeye. We don't get some insight into him. Like some of the other times where we learn something new about Hawkeye, like especially in a very Hawkeye focused episode, these are in the later seasons, we actually learn something new about him, and we really don't get that in this episode. And another thing too, Hawkeye does not understand Korean, and the Korean family does not understand English, so there's really no way to play off the characters off of each other. Yes, they could have done something using like body language, sign language even, or something like that. And you can do that, but I feel like they didn't do that in this episode, so that just made, on the character interactions, I feel a bit hollow, for lack of a better term. Ultimately, I think they just had this weird idea and they wanted to try it out. I don't think it's a bad episode per se, but it's definitely not my favorite. But it's definitely an interesting episode, and one that we should continue to discuss because of its differences, because of the interestingness that comes from those differences. And it's not like surreal like the episode Dreams, which we'll get to in a couple of seasons. But for now, I would like to hear your thoughts on the episode Hawkeye. I guess you can talk about the character Hawkeye as well. Comment section is down below. And I hope to see you next week for the next episode, some Stiers parallel. So I hope to see you then. Thank you for watching my video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like and share. Also, consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date on all my latest content. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the Force be with you, always.